Hello, hello. Yeah, am I audible? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, you're audible. All good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Namaste and welcome. I'm Kavita from PMC English. So I'm really grateful to Brahmarshi Patriji and entire Infinity team, Sampatji, who has started this program. So before taking this program forward, I would love to introduce Pani from Melbourne, Australia. He's there. So he has started his meditation journey 20 years back, and he's a wonderful master, great host. So Harish-ji.
Kavita madam, your camera is not visible.
My camera is not visible. Okay. Is it? Just a moment. Well, actually, is it okay now? I'm sorry, just a moment. Is it fine? I think there's something.
Yeah, I think, Kavita, that's all right. I will take over. Thanks for the introduction. So welcome everyone. So this is Hari from Melbourne, Australia, who has been requested to host few of wonderful masters on this platform and program called Infinity today. And today we have one of the most eminent speakers and one of my favorite spiritual gurus who is walking the earth, Srimati Saroja Gullapalli, who is a Brahma with one money and is a founder of Beyond Your Mind Foundation, Crystal Children Corner Academy, Saroja's Self-Empowerment Program, and Saroja's Holistic Living and Awareness and Counseling Program. She's an award-winning motivational speaker and a self-empowerment coach, a holistic counselor, and an author of book Red Rose. She has received Victorian Multicultural Award for Excellence from Australian government and many more for her great service spiritually. I think it's not too much to say that her achievement is outstanding and amazing, that I can actually, personally knowing her, I can introduce her for next half an hour as well. So that's how much work that she's been doing, especially for young children through Crystal Corner Academy. I have heard many stories of the children and the great work that she's been doing. So with a lot of gratitude and a lot of love, ma'am, I would like to invite you to this program called Infinity, where there is an opportunity to interact with the gurus is the main agenda. And then today, I'm, as usual, very glad to interact with you on this platform, ma'am. So with that, I welcome you. So first 30 minutes we'll be usually doing meditation, followed by talk. So now I request you to take on and then conduct meditation gracefully, if that's okay for you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Namaste, Hari. Am I audible, Hari?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Yeah.
All good.
First of all, my heartfelt pronouns to everyone who is here, physically and astrally. I know numerous masters, millions of masters are here on this platform today, and my sincere gratitude to each and every consciousness in this universe present visibly and invisibly, for giving me this great opportunity to connect to great beings everywhere. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many familiar faces I can already see. So thank you very much, my dear masters, for making me so comfortable with your presence. And before I start, I have to really humbly thank Hari. As Hari said, they've known each other. Stable my net is, but if it drops down, then you need to let me know, because I'm traveling at the moment. And masters, I have to admit, I'm in India at the moment. I'm not in Australia. I've been traveling for last month and a half, and I'm not at my home. So the net availability, I'm not so sure. I very generously said yes to Hari early February, not knowing where I would going to be, but let's leave it to those divine masters. But Hari, for sure, if there's anything, just give me a call on my mobile if I'm not audible. And if my computer fails, then I'll log in through my phone. Yeah. Hopefully, Airtel should be much more stable than the net that I'm on at the moment. So I won't know if I drop out, but if I get a call from Hari. Yeah. I think if for any reason I drop out, thank you. Thank you so much. So happy to see. Thank you, Hari. I'm so happy to see all you beautiful masters, without whom my life would be incomplete. So quickly I learned along in this journey that I'm nothing without you all. That's such a great feeling, masters. If someone says I'm incomplete without you, that doesn't show their dependency on you. That doesn't show how incomplete they are you. It shows how connected you are. And today, with so much gratefulness, with so much gratitude, I don't have enough words in the dictionary to thank you all for the oneness I feel with each one of you who is present here on this platform. The sign has already come up saying my internet connection is unstable, but I'm still going ahead, hoping nothing has gone in. I'm very much looking forward to. The agenda is with my host, Hari. He's said very big words about me. That's his generosity. But I'm another spiritual aspirant. I'm another spiritual seeker on this path of self-discovery. And all I can say is every second is a second of bliss. Every second is a second of happiness. Every second that universe is showing me its new form in a more beautiful way. Masters, I've always said 2023 has been a major stepping stone in every spiritual seeker's life. Whether you have felt it or not, we all have progressed numerous steps. 2024 is a stepping into a new era. Trust me, if you haven't felt it's a new era, very soon you will. Because I can feel that love everywhere, masters. So with that, I'll give it to my beautiful host, Hari. Thank you, Hari.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So for starting it on a very, very high note already, I think, ma'am, we'll start with a short guided meditation for next 20-25 minutes. Is it okay for you to guide all of us into meditation for next 20 minutes? And then I'll be there backup if you drop off or any internet connection. Okay?
Sure, Hari. It's always a pleasure to be with you, Hari. You know how long our journey goes back, and absolutely. I'm so blessed to have known you and been with you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, masters, let's take another opportunity. We did a Akhanda Dhyanam yesterday for 8 hours. We did a lot of guided meditation, and most of you masters were present. Let's do another guided meditation today, which has become part of our life and parcel. So with that, I kindly request you all to sit in a very comfortable position. If you're sitting on the ground, please sit in Sukhasana. If you're sitting on a chair, Please cross your legs. Left hand fingers into right hand fingers, the way I'm showing if you're new to meditation, and place your interlocked fingers in your lap. Gently close your eyes, my dear masters, and be with my instructions. Even before you jump onto your breath, there is something I would like to take you all on a journey of awareness, master. First of all, let's all be aware. Where are we sitting? What is our situation? Are you sitting on a chair? Are you in a Zoom session? Completely be aware of your surroundings, master. Awareness is the primary step to meditation. Bring your awareness to your body, my dear master. I would like you all to travel along with me. I would request you all to place your focus on the top of your head, the center point on the top of your head, masters. With closed eyes, let's put all our awareness on the spot that is called Sahasrara, the center on the top of our head. This is an exercise to bring our awareness totally to our body. We all must be running around with our day-to-day chores or our Sunday routine. Before we jump on to our breath, let's bring our awareness to our body, masters. Slowly bring your awareness between your eyebrows, Ajna chakra. Your focus should be entirely on the space between your eyebrows, my dear master. Make sure you're focusing in the area between your eyebrows. Travel along with me a little bit down. Place your focus on the base of your throat, masters. Shuddha chakra. All your energies should be focused on the base of your throat. Make sure that your awareness travels along with my guidance, masters. Let's travel a little bit low, going down to the spot between your lungs, close to your heart. Anahata chakra, the home of love, the home of joy, the home of peace. Your awareness should be focused in the space close to the heart between your lungs. Anahata chakra. Travel with me down the central line of your body to the space above your belly button. Manipuraka chakra. A very important space from where we make decision about our life, about ourselves. Our focus at the moment should be completely above your belly button, masters. Manipuraka chakra, where the whole game of spirituality starts. Whether you want to live in ego or in bliss, this is the place of your decision making, master. very important space in our physical incarnation. Let's go down a little bit further, Master. Space below our belly button. Svadhisthana chakra. Our entire focus must be on the space below your navel, below your belly button. Svadhisthana chakra. This is the place where you call home of your emotions. All your emotions, all the melodrama of the physical incarnation, focused in this area of Svadhisthana chakra, Masters. The day-to-day trauma of our mental life, the whole drama is played from this particular space. With me a little bit more further down, base of your spine, Masters. This is the point where your spine ends. There's all your focus in this area. The last point of your tailbone, Mooladhara chakra, root chakra. This is a very important space in our physical incarnation. Where all our desires start, where all our fears start, where all our survival tactics begin from. 80% of humanity is stuck in this chakra, Masters. Make sure all your attention is on this root chakra area. Now that you're all aligned with your body and the energy spaces, I would kindly request you all to bring your awareness to your dear breath. Be aware of your breath, my dear Masters. Being aware of your breath means you're totally aware of the cold air that goes inside your nostrils and the warm air that goes out of your nostrils. Be with your breath. Observing your breath means your whole awareness is with your breath. You get caught in any thought, gently release it with love and get back to your breath, my dear Master. Be with your gentle, natural, rhythmic breath, my dear masters. As you try to follow your breath, make sure that you go inside your body with the breath for as long as you can. As you start following your breath, you will see how your breath goes inside your body and reaches every organ inside your body. If you can really follow your breath to the extent that you can, you will see that your breath reaches every cell of the organ. Let's travel along with our breath, my dear masters, and reach every cell of the body. You can do it, masters. With every in-breath, you can go inside your nostrils, reach every organ of your body, and to every cell of every organ, master. At the same time, you can feel your presence simultaneously in every cell of the body. To feel your presence in every cell of the body means that you're conscious of every part of your body, masters, at the same time. Make an effort to realize that you are that consciousness that is part of every cell of your body. Every part of this universe. Be one with your breath, masters. Breath is our Guru Masters. Breath is our friend. Breath is our guide. Let's all bring our awareness to our Anahata Chakra Masters. Anahata Chakra is the area close to our heart between the two lungs. As you focus on this Anahata Chakra, kindly visualize that this beautiful space is emanating or radiating, electrifying blue colored light. This beautiful light of love is spreading in all the directions around you, Masters. Anahata Chakra is a chakra that is always open in every human being, Masters. All of us can feel plenty of love emanating from this space, going in every direction. I would like you all to visualize from wherever you're sitting, that beautiful blue color electrifying light, peaceful light is radiating towards every direction from you. And as this beautiful light radiates in all the direction around you, you get connected to everyone in its path, including your family members, your spiritual seeker friends, your town, this world, this universe and beyond. This light travels everywhere, Masters. It has no limitation. For once, feel the strength of this love light that you can emanate at any point of time from this beautiful Anahata Chakra, Masters. Remember, heart chakra is always open for anyone and for everyone. If you can reach to Anahata Chakra, there is nothing stopping you from feeling that love, feeling that light, feeling that peace, feeling that joy that is the source of this creation, Masters. As you get connected to this beautiful electrifying blue color light of love, peace and joy, you will see that bliss walks in your life from every corner. You do not need a reason to be blissful, Masters. Blissfulness is your nature. Blissfulness is who you are. Blissfulness is your birthright. You do not need anything to happen to reach to this blissful state. This is your true nature. As you can connect, as you can feel this beautiful blue light of love emanating from your heart chakra, connecting to everyone present here, you can feel what that oneness is. You can feel what that love is, Masters. For 1 second, forget everything and just reside in your heart chakra and feel the presence of love in you and everywhere. joy, masters. Feel the love. This is how it feels, masters, to be as a light being. This is how it feels to be as a love being. Completely be aware of this beautiful feeling of love and light. I would slowly request all of you to bring your awareness to your body, masters. Gently come out of that beautiful space called Anahata Chakra. Gently leave the home behind of love and light for a time being. And let's all come to this physical body back, masters. I know it is very difficult, but for now, let's come back to this physical body. I promise you, I'll again take you back on the journey one day to this beautiful place of love and light, which is our true nature, masters. And I request you all to rub both your hands together and place them on your closed eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remove your hands from your closed eyes, masters. And let's open our eyes with a big, beautiful smile and give ourselves a big round of applause. What a beautiful journey this was of love and light. Did you all feel great when you got connected to your true nature? Could you all find the bliss that's our true nature, masters? It's not that far away. It's only a matter of a thought, isn't it? To come back to our Anahata Chakra and feel how beautiful we are. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to travel along with you all into the place of oneness. Thank you, Master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really great and really blissful meditation, I would say. Short, but extremely sweet.
Thank you.
Even though I was putting on music and organizing in between, but still those few moments were really beautiful any day. And that's the proof of your vibe and energy. So thanks for that.
Thank you, Hari. I had a great time conducting it. Thank you very much.
So, ma'am, coming to this program, this is a simple Sunday evening of spiritual gathering, whereas not just as a structured topic, and to get the knowledge out of, by interacting with the master, to get to know the master as well, because you've been doing a lot of work, amazing work all around. But I'm sure there are many people who also have a curiosity of knowing you a bit, how what have you done, and then what exactly the soul of this journey of yours. So today I would try to uncover a few of the things in your journey. So, we know that we get inspired from your journey. With
Thank
your
you, Hari.
permission, that's okay. I'll start. There's
My
a
pleasure.
short Q&A.
My pleasure, Hari.
Thanks. So, as a first thing, I'll come from your childhood, where we hear that many masters, like for example Vivekananda or Paramahamsa Yogananda, all of them have some sort of a spiritual calling or influence start in their childhood. Not that it has to start, but thing is, do you have any such influence or calling or signs that you can relate now, going back? You know what, I had this thing from my childhood itself, which show the signs now, even though you didn't know back then. So do you have any such moments that you could?
Yeah, Hari, it's funny that you asked, because honestly, what I'm going to share today, I don't think even I have shared with anyone or even written in my book. I don't know why, but as you ask me today, I can really go back my childhood days. As many of you know, that I come from a family background where parents were quite spiritual, religious as well. My father, especially, he was very spiritually inclined, to the point that we had a mini spiritual library in our house, and the kind of books my dad used to read were of Vivekananda. He was a big fan of Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, Ramana Maharshi, and all that. So there were quite a few books in our library, and not that I have ever gone through them and read, but my father was, I always used to see him with this Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya's, and he was such a big fan of those books that he always had a highlighter, red highlighter. He used to keep on highlighting those things, and in those days we used to make fun of my dad's red highlighter pen. But now I realize, because those genes are flowing in me, all my books are highlighted not red but yellow. Maybe I'm trying to be a little bit different than my dad. but the genes go strong. And my mother, they both very spiritual, but they have their own way. My dad was into reading books and used to contemplate on his own. He used to go to places where, Ramakrishna Paramhamsa's clubs used to be there, or you call societies. My mother, being a woman in that era, did not go out much, and you can understand, but she comes from a very spiritual background. My maternal grandfather was, they come from a small village close to Ongol, in Prakasham district, small village called Amanbrolu. And my grandfather was one of the great spiritual masters in that village, apparently. And anyone who were going through mental traumas or could not, seek clarity in their life, they very obviously used to come to my grandfather. And my grandfather used to give them, share wisdom of the life. My mother used to be sitting next to him because she was their only daughter. And she didn't have her mother because mother passed away when she was very early on, at the age of 3. So she was very close to her father. So at the age of 3, right from that age, she has been listening to all the discourses that my grandfather used to do, share the wisdom for the villagers. So the reason I'm sharing this is, when we were growing up, my mother is not educated to high school or anything like that. She's year 8 passed. But the amount of wisdom she had, that she used to share with us in summer holidays, when we used to sleep next to her in the night, she used to tell us in forms of stories all her spiritual knowledge. But what I wanted to tell here today was, after she finished off what she wanted to say every night in form of a story or an experience with her father, I used to keep staring in the sky. This is summer sky where we all used to sleep upstairs. And one question, after everything, I used to have this confusion in my mind. I'm talking when I was 7 years, 6 years old. I still didn't have the clarity where this all universe is coming from. I used to look at the stars and stare, hoping maybe there is someone who can give me the answers. Where is it all coming from? It has to start somewhere. And that discussion never continued with my parents because, parents would take the discussion to a certain extent, say, oh, you're young, with time you will understand. But many times, now looking back, Hari, when I used to look at the stars and sky, and sometimes I used to ask questions to my mother before I go to sleep, she would say, God creator is there behind everything. And she would put me to sleep. But my question was, where do I stand then? If everything God is doing, then where is my role? I mean, even at the age of 6 and 7, this question used to be there. Honestly, it never occurred to me, but the other day, this happened just a few months back. It's like the glimpses of my childhood was coming back to me as if I had a memory loss. And I remember me sleeping on the terrace and staring in the sky and thinking, this doesn't add up. So I know I have disappointed you in terms of saying that it's not a big childhood awakening like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or Vivekananda. Absolutely, my calling did not come when I was a young girl. My calling came quite late in my life. But this is just to give you a snippet of the question marks that my parents inculcated in me in their spiritual discussion. I hope I'm able to get it across what I want to say.
Absolutely, ma'am. I think it's really good. I'm not expecting, like a big drama or something, someone came from the sky. But what you said, from what I got, is like you got a strong base. The base is always questions. I mean, those questions are extremely valid. If not those questions, I don't know, somehow it's like, maybe all these things won't add up. So there is definitely an essence. I mean, you have chosen that life around the traditional parents and then, spiritual parents, and then knowing that name called Vivek Chudamani of Adi Shankaracharya itself is a great thing. So no, thanks for letting us know. We didn't know this. I mean, I know you from a long time. Even I have never asked you this question. So no, I'm glad to know that,
It feels like a memory loss, honestly. It just came back to me in my, not even dream, in my memories just before I was going to sleep. And I thought those were the days where I was so puzzled. But you know how life is. Everyone tries to put you back into this nice materialism, and matter of time, those questions are still there, but they get covered by something else. And so did it happen to me after that 7-8 years old. I think I just moved on with life.
That's really good. But see, starting with those questions, and then you have come from the traditional family and come all over into a big corporate world of the glass houses, I would say, probably, and then overseas, and how could you get out of that luxury, material luxury? It is material luxury, and to some extent, if I may ask, very ego satisfying, especially if we are successful in our career. And then I know how satisfying it would be materially, having people waiting for us for many things. And then what made you, keep just like that? I remember that I know you had this calling from a long time. One day you just dropped it and came out. And what's that strong pull? What is that? What made you take the decision?
So that question marks that I had when I was very young soon got left behind, Hari. Left behind because life, which we always say, I got sucked into a competition in a world where you have to competition world, and got sucked into all that. And by the time I came into my college, I was very much into the physicality of the world, that you need to compete to be where you are, and so there went whatever question marks I had about this world out of the window. And like everyone else, I did work hard. I did my engineering, got a gold medal, and that was quite satisfying, especially when parents are saying, yeah, well done. Feels like, yeah, that's the only aim of the life. And then did my master's. And yes, God started my work in a very nice company in a public sector in India where I met Harish, you all know. And no dramas in life, honestly. I reached Australia because Harish had applied a long time back, so there was no drama at all. I really didn't go through any hardships. I would love to say I had dramas in my life, but no, my life was very straightforward, like any other one, studied hard, made my way through, did my education. And as per the physicality, they said I was quite bright, so I took that. That was good to hear. And then I got in HPCL, and after that, through my husband who had applied for immigration to Australia, I did come to Australia. Yes. So the real life started when I came to Australia, when, the whole family support network drops from behind and now you're on your own. And that's when I think you remember God for the first time. People who are overseas, they can very well understand, as long as you're in the comfort of your family. Yes, God is there, but you can readily go to him whenever you want. And sometimes you can take it for granted. But all those migrants, when they step into a foreign land, suddenly everything becomes very clear. And the first thing you do is, where is the temple here? Anyway, I just want to make this discussion a little bit lighter too. Because spirituality is not at all serious, masters. So who know me, it cannot go ahead without smile and laughter. So just for the sake of it. So yes, I came here. I came to Australia with my husband. I didn't have family at that time. I mean, no children. I started in Melbourne with a very big corporate world, ExxonMobil, which was at the time #1 private sector organization. So it was a big thing, going to a foreign country and getting a job in the world top private company is no joke. And again, you feel good about it. So yes, I was in physicality too. I felt very good about it. Both I and my husband, we got into the same organization and started the rat race. It's totally different to what we had been through India. India has changed a lot. The foreign working environment is seen everywhere, but not 30 years back. If someone moved abroad 30 years back, there is a hell of a difference in the working culture, the way people behave, the way people work. There is like this much difference. So within no time, I realized that I had to work very hard because I was given a very responsible position. And a big pay pack too, so I had to keep up my job. So there started my rat race, where I got sucked into the hole, and I had to work hard. To keep my job, it means I have to work hard. And I have explained to many people, I was the only female engineer in an offshore oil and gas environment. And so all the more challenging, the first Asian woman in such kind of environment. So all the more I had to prove myself. It wasn't hard. I always loved challenges, Harish. So I took this as a good challenge, another opportunity to, make myself comfortable to a new situation. So I took it quite well. But that doesn't mean that, I remembered any of the questions that I had left behind. No, I absolutely was totally away. And Hari, as you know, I am quite social. Within no time, I had a big social network. In a matter of 12 months, I had God knows, 1,000 friends. I mean, I was so popular. I sing, so I was part of the orchestra in Melbourne. I loved social programs, so I was important part of Telugu Association. I used to choreograph, I used to write dramas and skits. And, I'm explaining this because true physicality, I was in true physicality. And all the more ego-satisfying physicality, with a top-notch job. I'm not trying to beat my trumpet, but to make you people understand from where I have shifted. A very ego-satisfying job, a very loving husband who really is always supported. And Hari, Harish supports me even today, so nothing has changed. And slowly the family started growing. Son came along, daughter came along. Life got a bit challenging with career, with social network. But to me, it's okay, you can manage. I'm a very hard taskmaster. I've always been very, very harsh upon myself. So I used to fit everything into my 24 hours. I used to think I can do anything in this 24 hours. So I would sacrifice my sleep or I would sacrifice my well-being but I would not compromise. So as a result, I used to have list on top of the fridge. Priority A, priority B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Background, my dear friends, I've been working since 92 in a very, very competitive ExxonMobil environment till 2002. And in this 10 years, I climbed the ladder left, right, and center, took many important jobs, and really got myself established into organization as one of the top-notch performer. I thought, that's it. That's what life is, isn't it? I got what I wanted. I'm getting good money. I got beautiful children, healthy children. What more can life give me? I mean, I'm perfect. And now I know everything, but those days I knew nothing. I thought I knew everything, but now I realize that what the world that I was seeing was only 10% of who I was. And I was in 2002, I was a project manager for a $4 billion project. It was quite big. $4 billion in 2002 is quite a big money. So I was a project executive for that, leading the project. I went for a design review meeting to Chicago, and 5 days of meeting finished. The sixth day, we were wrapping up the meeting, and everything stopped for me, Hari. Absolutely everything stopped. Yes, I had been going through a very, very fast-moving, exhausting life till then in the last 3 months because of this 3 months new project. I was like working literally day and night. But that was giving me a kick. It never exhausted me. It's really giving me a kick. But that day, that evening, 3 o'clock, in the conference room in Chicago, everything stopped for me. Everything went blank. And there was no reason, absolutely nothing. There was nothing to trigger it all. But things stopped for me. And long story short, because I've given you a lot of upfront, but to wrap it up, that afternoon, it was a life-turning moment. Why? Because my mind stopped, and the only question that was there in front of me was, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing? Is this what life is? These are the only 2 questions I remember. What the hell am I doing? And is this what life is all about? What am I doing? And the moment this question came, everything got wiped out of my mind state. There's nothing there. I can't talk in the meeting. My lips got locked. I absolutely was, for 15, 20 minutes, I was standing like that. People got very much worried. But that's how my calling came, Hari.
Beautiful. So that question is the most dangerous question.
very, very, very dangerous question.
From the most comfort zone and pulls it out, but that uncovers many mysteries or adventures within us. And I thank that question, because without that question, we are not here today. So that question has made all these, come together, and then it's so many soulmates. Thank you.
I'm so thankful to that moment, Hari, because now I understand that was my calling, that was my blueprint, that was my reminder to me to say, Saroja, you're going too much in the opposite direction. Time to take a U-turn. I'm so glad, Hari, that one calling was enough for me to turn back. Otherwise, I don't know how many reminders in how many harsh forms would I have received.
I think that question is fully answered now, having said that you're fully into this now. So after these years. So in this journey, do you call anyone as role models or, people, masters who guided you, masters of situations, I would say, like, what do you call, if there is anything like role models or gurus or guidance?
Yes, so I'll really start with the guru. When I was in this utter confusion, not knowing what am I doing, and my brain totally went blank, and I took time off from work because I understood that this was something bigger than I had ever faced before. And I was in this confusion for more than 3 days, Hari. And in that 3 days, my guru came to me, who pulled me out of my confusion and gave me a lot of wisdom. And that is my Jhansi auntie, who was my, not exactly next door neighbor, but next street neighbor. So we all think Guru means he comes with a lot of dress-ups. No, masters. Our guide, our Guru can come in any form. Sometimes a beggar can come, and we don't care. He's only a beggar. But all you need is that message at the right time. Someone who can take you out of the confusion. So I really pay my respects to Jhansi auntie, who showed me how to get out of this. And very simply, she showed me. She said, I can't do anything for you. You are the one who has to come out of this confusion. And I said, how? She said, come. And she showed me how to do meditation. I didn't even know what meditation was. You all know, I just listened to her, sat down, and I was gone for 3 hours. And I thought she had hypnotized me, and I was so angry with her. But later I realized it was not hypnotized. Because logic mind, I'm an engineer, so I have to start thinking all scientifically. But anyway, after that, so she's my first guru. I really have to thank her. Without her, I don't think I would have been where I am today. So I love you, auntie, wherever you are. And I know you are my soulmate. You came to pick me up, to gather me in your arms and show me the right path. Always indebted to you for that. And after that, if I start, there are so many, we call margadarshan, the guiders who come along the way. We cannot take light anybody. So after Jhansi auntie, my next guru was Yogananda Paramhamsa. Because Jhansi auntie only taught me how to meditate. Meditation alone will not quench your thirst or take you to the right path. You need wisdom masters. And people who are traveling along with me on this DYM path, you know how big I am on wisdom. How much I tell you people the importance that meditation and wisdom, they have to go hand in hand. Just one is not enough. And my thirst for knowledge actually started by knowing Yogananda Paramhamsa, Autobiography of a Yogi. My first ever book, spiritual book that I read. And honestly, he opened a whole new Pandora box for me. He showed me a new world. He showed me that in this physical world, there is another world that you are not aware of. And you think that the world you are living in is the world? Come to my world. So if Jhansi auntie showed me meditation, then Yogananda Paramhamsa, he showed me the world of wisdom and the world of self-discovery through asking right questions. So, Hari, answering your question, my pranams to Yogananda Paramhamsa, who has been my backbone.
Yes.
Because for me, every question is right question. And you need to find an answer by asking or by reading or by discovering. So the second guru came along my way. My third guru, Lobsang Rampa. He changed my life. This all happened within 12 months, masters. This is not a journey of 70 years, what I'm telling. Within 12 months, how many gurus came to me, either visibly or invisibly, either physically or astrally. And when I was reading Yogananda Paramahamsa book, I knew he was sitting next to me all the while. That's how I felt when I was reading it. It didn't feel that someone is telling me a story. I felt his presence all night because I read this book 24 hours. It's such a fat book.
Yes.
And I was reading all night along and laughing and talking to Yogananda Paramahamsa. That was the intensity with which I was seeking knowledge. And when I started Lobsang Rampa book, my first book of Third Eye, I was jumping with joy, excitement. Oh my God. So that's what we are. And we don't know anything. People who know me, they know even today how excited I get. This is my childlike excitement even today. When I learn something and I share with, I'm like this. It's so much excitement. And this is what I learned from Lobsang Rampa. And then came along Patriji, whom I saw after Jhansi auntie, my physical margadarshak, my guide, whom I could see physically. And my journey with him was for quite a long time. Even now we are connected, but of course on physical plane. I was connected to him till the day he was there on this physical plane. And our connection was very funny. We were quite open. We used to discuss left, right, and center. And we used to argue. We used to talk. And I always say, I won't say he's my guru. He's my friend. Because with guru, you don't discuss what I discuss with Patriji. He was my friend. He used to be so funny. He used to read a book and immediately call, middle of the night. Saroja, madam, have you read this book? Sir, I haven't finished the previous book. Drop that book, read this book. Why? Because he's reading it. He wants someone else to read and cheer. So, honestly, friend, I don't call him guru. He's my friend, my best friend, my philosopher, my guide with whom I discussed everything. So, many people feel it quite bad. What? Patriji is not your guru? No, he's my best friend. So, if you have not understood the value of friendship in your life, then guys, I can't tell you what a true friend is. True friend is somebody who will always keep you on the right path, good or bad. He doesn't care if the relationships goes bad. He will still keep trying you be on the right path. And that's what Patriji did. We talked about everything. So I'm kind of explaining because I don't want anyone to misunderstand on this program.
No.
When you understand, Hari?
No, absolutely, ma'am. I totally understand.
Yeah. So, and we have spent so much time with Patriji, including Hari and me, when he has come to Australia. We used to talk about everything. And we used to also fight with him at times when we didn't agree with him. And many such occasions, Hari, we fought with him, didn't we?
Exactly. That's exactly when you're telling, I was resonating with myself. Like he himself never said, I'm your guru. He said, breath is your breath is your guru. And then he used to call everyone that my dear friends.
Yes.
Then,
That's how I feel.
We fought a lot.
Yeah, because I've been traveling for 35 days, Hari, on my road trip. Actually, guys, I've found such a clear wall for you for this YouTube, because if I turn my Zoom to any other direction, there will be a toilet door, there'll be my suitcase. So this is the only wall that is clear to make this show look good. But in this 35 days, at one spot, I was talking about gurus and all that, and I was telling how Patriji is a good friend. It didn't go well. So it doesn't matter to me. But what I'm trying to say is never underestimate the power of a good friend. They keep you on track. They always keep you close to your soul. And you need such kind of good friends, your soul tribe always with you. I've learned this new terminology, Hari. I call soul tribe. So we people who meet all the time, and we kind of learn from each other. We're all part of soul tribe. That means we all have come at this time in the incarnation where we all can learn from each other, isn't it? So lot of gurus, lot of margdarshaks, lot of spiritual friends. And now I've got this whole soul tribe which is spread across the world. And every day they teach me so much. So how can I say I have one guru? I have millions of guru, including you, Hari, and I learn from you people every day, every single minute. So thank you all for the immense knowledge you pass on to me every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, ma'am. That was a really good answer, I would say. Like, it's not just for many of us together. Like, a friend is a guru, always. Patriji or whoever it is, if we really think we have a good friend, he's the greatest guru. So, no, thanks for sharing with us. And then I think Paramahansa Yogananda is one other connection that we definitely have. I many times feel that it's my guiding force. So, anyways, thanks for sharing.
I know how close you are to that soul.
So, I'll move on to my next question. Without this question, probably the interview is not finished. Even though it's a small book, you have written this book called The Red Rose, a beautiful small book, simple, straightforward, and immense wisdom in a subtle tone is what I would call. So what made you write that book, and what's your core message of that book in short?
So you are taking me back into the memory lane in 2011. So as my prologue of the book says, typical Patriji, one day, cold feet, he tells me, Madam, you have to write your autobiography. And I I've never written a book, sir. This is in 2011, not many people used to write books. And I just brushed him off and not my cup of tea. I'm not writing any book. I thought he's just saying it for fun. So this was in 2010. And Hari, if you can remember, 2011, he again came back. They were a different set of people, Nath, Shiva, and you remember all those people. We met in Shiva's house, Shiva Javaji, and I thought he had forgotten the question. He said, Madam, what are you doing about your book? So this time I thought, no, I'm going to tell him. I said, sir, I have never written a book. Why are you after me? And you know what he said? Madam, tell me one good book that you have read. Obviously, autobiography of a yogi. So I said, oh, he said, if Paramahamsa Yogananda would also have thought like you, then how would we would have got this beautiful knowledge? I said, why are you comparing me with, Yogananda Paramahamsa? He said, that is all how we feel about us. But our journey can be an inspiration to many people. And he said, Madam, we all believe Madhya Margam. That means we are in this physical world, doing our physical responsibility. At the same time, we are also spiritual seekers. So, through your autobiography, this will become an inspiration to all the coming generation to show how one can be a caring daughter, a loving wife, a devoted mother, a successful corporate professional, a contented spiritual practitioner, and of all, a spiritual soul. So he said, Madam, you are that mixture of Navarasas. So you don't know what you are. You put that book out and see how it goes. So I thought, okay, I can't escape anymore. So that was behind why I started the book, because he was so clear. It was clear in his mind that why he wanted the book. Now, answering your second question, what are the key messages? I think 3 messages come to me straight away as you ask this question, which are very close to my heart, and I thought I tried to pass that on to my readers well through that book. One was that we come to this earth again and again for different experiences. We create the situations around us, we choose our parents, we create challenges to gain experiences from all of it. And one thing I wanted to tell my readers was, we are unlimited souls coming to this physical plane for unlimiting experiences. And we have come to this world not by force, by choice, to experience ourselves just as we have done in many other worlds. Not this world, we have done it in many worlds. And we will do it again in many other worlds, again and again and again. And I wanted to pass this message to everybody that as a creator, who we are, through experience, we have complete free will to create whatever we wish. We all say we create our destiny. But I wanted to emphasize in that book that is our nature, because we have got the free will. The second message I wanted to give through that book was about love, Hari. In 2011, when I was trying to understand what the so-called love is about, in spirituality world, they are calling it unconditional love. When I learned this, I really wanted to share this through my book, that love is the total and complete acceptance of what is, whatever it is. You just completely accept it the way it is. Love allows, doesn't stop, it allows. Love is about allowing yourself to be who you are, at the same time allowing others to be who they are. Because we have used the love in all different contexts, but we don't allow the other person. So I thought in my book, I wanted to bring that message of what is unconditional love. The third message that I thought I wanted to give through that book was about this universe judging. I wanted to convey to readers that universe does not judge whether or not what you want is good or bad. We talk about so many things. We say law of attraction, this and that, but I simply wanted to mention that universe responds to every thought. It's not that it likes you, it doesn't like anybody. Every thought is being regarded But this life force energy does not understand the difference between I want this and I don't want this. It only follows and supports your thought. It's an energy, and energy follows thought. So make sure that your thoughts are focused. Don't come up with changing mind all the time and keep saying that, my desires are not being fulfilled, or I want to manifest things, but it doesn't manifest. So through this book, Hari, I really put a lot of emphasis on energy. Even now, my favorite topic is energy, because I want everyone to understand that the basic building block behind every simple thing is energy. If you understand the rule of energy, then this physical incarnation game becomes so easy. So it's just top of my head, there's few messages that I thought I conveyed through that book.
That's beautiful, ma'am. I mean, talking about free will, love, and non-judgment is a wonderful thing. And one thing is, like, writing that book is one of the best decisions you have made, because I've personally seen you as a great mother, as a great wife, as a great friend, as a great guru. And there is a need for everyone to know that, how to live holistically in life. And that's what I see you, like a complete person. When I see you as we still talk at home that, the parenting means, we should ask Saroja ma'am how to, talk to kids, or, how to lead balanced life and all these things. So thank you so much for that. That's really good. Now, an important question again, like, the COVID pandemic. For many people, probably they say like it is COVID pandemic, but for us, and then for you especially, I would say like it's a spiritual pandemic. We spread the virus too. Okay, we utilize that time like anything. We spread. I think we have spread faster than virus during that time. And you were all over in every channel that I could think of. At one point, my YouTube suggestions were full of your videos. I mean, it's infectious that I can't even avoid, because those topics were like, oh, good. You talk from spiritual parenting to law of attraction to pain bodies to, emotional well-being and whatnot. So how do you, I'll probably combine two questions here. One, you're so much into the audience. How do you connect with the audience when you're, telling these concepts? And what's the topic which is close to your heart, which resonates with you well?
It's a fully loaded question. I'll try to keep it very sweet and short to the extent I can. But just resonating on what you said, that at one point of time when you were trying to go to YouTube, the suggestions were coming mine. And right now, among the participants, I can really see few who also said the same thing. I can see the face of Rajeshwari Chagati madam. She used to hate me to start with. Sorry if hate is a very strong word. She told me once that, madam, you have no idea how much I tried to avoid this. Oh, I used to switch on the YouTube and you used to come, and I used to hate your voice. Like, you're commanding us to do this? You're scolding us? What kind of woman she is? What kind of a spiritual seeker? And she said, by hating you, I got addicted to you and I couldn't stay away. And this is a very, very heart-touching story, and my heartfelt gratitude to Rajeshwari madam. The way she really came across and shared her story was, through hating, I loved you, madam. How can you love anybody through hate? This is how beautiful the creation is. How can you not love this creation? Can you love someone through hatred? This is the world we are living. We think it is full of challenges. But how much love is flowing, we can't even touch it. We can't even feel it, because we're so far, far away from who we are. Excuse me, Hari.
Oh, this is so beautiful. I mean, that's the gift of the soul and this journey.
Yes, sir.
And the purpose of yours. And we are so glad to have. Yeah. I think the word that you coined, like soul tribe, is so good. So it's all a tribe.
Yes. you asked a question, what made you connect to the audience? What made me connect to the audience was my honesty and my truthfulness. I came across as who I was. I never tried to pretend. I shared them my story all along. I had, in Telugu, we call tapana. It's really my need to pass this wisdom to the whole world. It is the aching urge that whatever I have learned, if this creation permits, I want to spread this happiness everywhere. Because in my own life, I saw this transformation has given me so much happiness, so much bliss. Nothing outside changed for me, Hari. The world was still the same, but I learned how to accept it. I learned how to accept it without resistance. I learned how to accept my emotions. I learned how to accept my mind. And in short, that's what spirituality is all about. And people use big terminologies for spirituality. Do tapasya for 20 years. That is discipline. That is disciplining yourself. That is training yourself. But to put spirituality in simple words is accept life without resistance. And I did that, Hari. I sincerely did that. And wherever I could not do it, wherever I deviated from the path, I was very true to the audience. I shared my experiences with them by telling them, this is the need. You're not seeing it now. But if you go down this path, you will, I guarantee you, you will find this happiness. So when I was being truthful in my sessions, these people kind of connected to me because they understood that what is her need to spend this time and do these free sessions. Let's give it a go. And one thing I have to thank ExxonMobil for the gift of gab. My job that I have done for 10 years, especially being a project executive, needs a lot of talking, needs a lot of convincing management, my proposals, my stuff, my PowerPoint, my Excel. I think all that was a training ground for this life. And there, of course, even though you are not happy with the proposal, you still have to push it forward, but not here. Here, the proposals that I put forward to my audience were those which I had tried, those which were already proven, and which were those that were coming out of my heart. Because in COVID, when we were spreading our spiritual pandemic, I realized the need of the day. I realized how important it was to talk about fear. Everyone was full of fear. And the universe used to suggest me, talk about fearlessness. And I would fight with the universe. Why should I do fearless? No, that's the need of the day. Now people might think, what is this rubbish talking to the universe? That's what this COVID did, Hari. When we were locked in our house and we didn't have many people to talk, for the first time we realized that there is so much around us that we can connect to. There is so much around us that we can talk to. You need not see something to connect. You can talk to all the elements. You can talk to the trees. You can talk to grass. But I won't take this credit because this credit goes to Dena Maria Madam. As you know, my PMC, everywhere my Sitayana, the untold story of Sita was going. And the one thing that I was successful in passing on that message was that we are all an integral part of the nature. We all had moved away from nature. At this moment, one thing that we all understand that we are a part of nature because we have talked since COVID about it, that we cannot be excluded. In the wisdom sharing sessions that I've been doing for last 4 years, Hari, one thing has been made very clear by the divine beings is, in this creation, everything, including the stars, moons, planet, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the animal kingdom, everyone is doing their job sincerely with a total mode of surrender. That surrender, that is coming out of their own choice. Nobody is forcing them, except human being. Human being is the only species that want to stand out and feel that they are not part of anything. And look what's the result of that. We are locked up in our own challenges. So this is coming from my heart. I don't have to put up a fake pretense to connect to my audience. So this urge that used to come out, I have to honestly tell you, Hari, when I did Sita Ana on PMC in 3 languages, my tears used to flow. I never stopped them because those were coming out of my heart. And I didn't want to do any more pretense. I have lived a life of pretense previous to this. This is my second innings. Universe has given me another opportunity to be myself. So I never stopped my tears. I never hid my emotions. And especially when I did Brahmananda show in Hindi on PMC Hindi, which is 1000 Seeds of Joy in Hindi, I literally used to have Ananda Bhashpas in every episode. And everyone who saw that, including Ananda Karnesh's mother, they said that is the only reason we got connected to you, because your words came out of your heart. So I know, long answer, but this is what it is, Hari.
Needed, ma'am. No, this is really good. I mean, because the work that you have done is not an easy thing, because you speak to people and there's so many, you don't know the impact that you have created. It's so much. Anyway, in the interest of time, I have last couple of questions. It's time to know about different projects. I mean, I've been following you and then getting to know the projects. I don't know where is the end that every day you come up with something new beyond your mind. One day Crystal Corner, one day people say Brindas or something, one day people say Saki or something. You know, lot of projects every day. And catering to the need of every sect, it's like they cannot say no. Like you are getting into every sect. So can we know about the projects a little bit of, what all that you're doing with the great work?
Thank you, Hari. Glad that you asked. On Beyond Your Mind Foundation, as Hari mentioned, there are a lot of programs that we have launched. Crystal Children Corner Academy, which is a holistic wisdom classroom. It's an academy where we teach children from 5 years old to 17 years old about holistic wisdom. We cater to more than 23 countries now because we conduct classes in English, Telugu, and Hindi. Any program that's being done from Beyond Your Mind platform is free of cost. I just want to mention this because many people ask me this question, Madam, how much do you charge? You're spending 6 hours with us, 7 hours with us. I just wanted to say everything is free, Masters. I got so much love and bliss from the universe for free. What can I charge you? What can you give me that can beat that? So honestly, everything is free, Masters, from the perspective of so-called money. So Crystal Children Corner Academy, every Sunday class, we do it in zones, according to their times, according to the continent times. In English, Hindi, and Telugu, I have more than 150 volunteers from around the world who have joined me in this course, and they're giving me their free service, without whom I can never do this sessions. This is the 5th batch that we are running, Masters 2024. We already ran 4 batches. Every child gets a certificate, and a graduation ceremony is full of fun. We call Ananda Lahari. It goes for 16 hours. Can you believe it? Every country comes, joins, and goes away, but we are still there. It is a true Ananda Lahari of children. When we were doing this Crystal Children Corner Academy, we got called by orphanages saying, can you do a program of this holistic wisdom for orphanages? So we started a program called Navodaya, where it's not a Zoom session. We send our volunteers in person to orphanages, and we take weekend classes, sometimes week classes too. In Visakhapatnam, we have more than 3 orphanages that our volunteers are covering. We have got this going on in Hyderabad, deaf and dumb schools, BC hostels in Narayanpeta, Anantapur, Vijayawada, Nellore, you name it, Masters. It's spreading like wildfire because there is a need. In my 35 days of travel, I have gone everywhere. More volunteers have joined. They are saying, we want to help the orphanages. Can you give us the syllabus? Masters, whoever wants to be volunteers, we are free to train you. It is not about me. It is not about organization. Let us reach to as many people through this holistic wisdom knowledge, because children are like sponges. If they have this holistic wisdom, their life will change forever. My life changed in my 30s. I don't want our next generation to wait till 30 years to find this knowledge. So let's give them early on. I have seen 5-year-old child. Honestly, Hari, I have to share this moment.
Yes.
You know how much happiness I got? One of the teachers' daughter, we have got teachers, Purna sir and Ragini madam, they both are teachers from Canberra in a Crystal Children Corner. That 3-year daughter, when she came to our house, she was telling her mother, Amma, you should not have fear. Everyone should be fearless. And when we served food in her plate, she was telling her mother not to talk. She said, what did Saroja madam say in Crystal Children Corner Academy? We have to eat our food with awareness. You know how happy I was? I thought, this is what I wanted the next generation to be. And I clapped my hands and I congratulated our parents. We have another master from US, Hari, Sushma madam. Her son, 4 years old, Anshu, you know what he says? He was telling his mother recorded the video and he said, Amma, Crystal Children Corner means crystal children everywhere. Crystal children everywhere means lot of energy all over the world. Lot of energy all over the world means this world will become a better place to live in. I cried, Hari. What more can universe give me than this? These are my happy moments and I don't want anything else. So
Absolutely.
now Navodaya is going full steam and the children who have graduated from Crystal Children Corner Academy, they have formed Little Buddhas group. You know what Little Buddhas is? This 10-year-old, 9-year-old children, they guide meditation for little children all around the world. So we have 4 meditation sessions for children in Telugu and English according to the time zones. Every day, 4 meditation, children are guiding. My heart is really swelling with happiness. This is the world I wanted to see, where I don't guide the children, children guide us. We are almost there, Hari. So how much happiness. And as we are walking along, we started spiritual parenting classes. Spiritual parenting classes is not I can't take any credit for anything, masters. You all know, Hari, this is the vision I got in my meditation to start classes for parents. Yes. I asked universe, what do you want? I don't know ABCD. And they told me that I have to start taking classes for the parents who want children so that we train them to bring those great souls like Bhishma, like Buddha into the world. Because unless parents' vibrations are in the same zone, you can't have a Bhishma born again in this plane. So much responsibility the universe placed in our hands. That is how spiritual parenting evolved, came. And then again, similarly, through another vision, I started inner child healing workshop because we realized that this ascension, the time we are in, that we are going through spiritual ascension, cannot happen with all the emotional blocks that we have put inside. Every human being has got so much emotional blocks because we don't know how to handle samskaras. We don't know how to handle our belief systems. So there are so many blocks inside. For humanity to go forward from third density, it's not possible till we clear our blocks. And again, through vision, this requirement for Saheli program has come forward, Hari. When I finished, or I was in the last 6 months of my 1000 Seeds of Joy Wisdom Sharing, in my vision, I was clearly asked to do something for women.
I think
Purushatva leading society to Stri Tattva leading society. And in that, the women are completely wounded. Unless women heals each other, there is no way this humanity can go forward and ascend. It was in such clear terms, Hari. They clearly said that we have to reach out, women have to reach out to heal each other. Personally, we may be happy because I have a happy family, but the woundedness of the whole species of women is pulling down every woman unknowingly. They all have this restlessness in them. That's how the Saheli project started, Hari. We started last July and it went off like a wildfire. Today, Just now, Jyoti madam from Sydney, she rang me up and she said, Madam, 850 registrations in this week. How do I handle it? I said, hold on for 2024. 2024 is taking a new form. People in person want to do Saheli. So I've been traveling in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, and now we are holding in-person Saheli groups. We are forming 10 and we are saying, this is your Saheli group. Share with each other. Get everything out of your system. And we will be there to help you. We will help you with healing meditation. So every state, we have formed a structure for help. Like Karnataka has a leadership team. If anyone in Karnataka wants to know how to do Saheli, this leadership team will help them with how to do it. Similarly, in Andhra Pradesh, we have got an executive team for Saheli. Any small team, if they want to know what to do, this executive team. So this is not a power game. This executive team is not for power. This executive team is only to serve humanity. And you know how many people volunteered, Hari? Hundreds and hundreds of women came forward saying, Amma, we will come with you to clear this block of women. We will help each other. So out of many projects, one last project that I would tell about and complete this question. As I am a big fan about the two eyes, one is Dhyana, another one is Jnana. Just Dhyana alone is not going to help masters, or just Jnana alone is not going to help. It's a train track. One track is gone, the train will topple down. Sita Mata clearly told us in Untold Story of Sita, Ravana was a great meditator. He got every siddhi he wanted, but he never understood what is love. He never understood what is oneness. He never understood what is peace, because nobody gave him the jnana. So we have realized that dhyana along with jnana is complete wisdom. So we have started 41 days program, which is called Pragya. Pragya in Sanskrit means unique wisdom. Every day, 20 minutes meditation, 20 minutes we take a topic and we talk, and then interaction. So we have Telugu Pragya, we have English Pragya, and we are starting Hindi Pragya too. Batch 2 has started. And BYM has been there for last 5-6 years. We have done so many workshops. What we are trying to do is summarizing everything that we have done in 6 years, and we are trying to give a glimpse, a taste of all that in Pragya program. So Hari, I want to finish that. I know I've taken time longer than you expected.
No.
There somebody has already given me a signal called another main project, which I apologize, I left it out, is Sanghas. Sanghas is a beautiful platform, Master. It's not about me as a founder. Every spiritual aspirant jumps into this. Every month we come up with a topic and we divide the participant into 4 universities: Takshashila, Mithila, Nalanda, and Sharada. And we give a topic, and those 4 people will discuss with real life examples of what they have learned. How is it working? What are the real life challenges? I will give the topic example like self-love, like awareness, forgiveness, surrender. We are discussing big topics, but you should see how beautifully these people, hundreds of people in the platform, they just join and they discuss. So if anyone is interested, it is for your knowledge gaining. I don't play any role. I am just a silent observer, because it's so beautiful to see this happening. Hopefully I've covered all the major projects. Thank you.
Yeah, more coming, BYM voice. So see, I think separate session on this. That's why I said, I see so many projects, but like they're very unique as well. Like there's no, I haven't seen any huge project like Crystal Children Corner, for example, which empowers children oriented, holistic program, and also a women oriented program as well. So I'll tell you one personal example that I am going through right now, ma'am, quickly, that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Jayanti is coming up, and then they're celebrating all over the world. So in Melbourne, they have asked me with our kids if I can do some sort of a skit with some saints, their messages. So I was searching for to assign roles of saints to kids. I have around 20-25 kids. The biggest challenge that I have got is I hardly find women saints. Yes, there are some, few. One thing is for popular saints, women saints, if I find, right. So I'm running out of characters. There are many girls waiting for the characters, but I couldn't find many popular saints. I was thinking, how come? Because I have seen you teaching so beautifully than any other, master, and you could reach out, because women tell that with heart, with the emotion, mixed with the emotion, not just the subject, that reaches directly to the heart. So empowering women in that space of teaching is going to bring a new shift in the whole spiritual, era, in my point of view. So that's an amazing work that you have been doing, and I'm sure that we'll see the changes soon, and then that'll be a very good foundation. Thank you so much for telling that. Last,
thank you,
but
Hari.
not
It's
least,
always a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes. So we are almost, I know it won't end. I have to forcibly end few things. So one more interaction. So we'll end with your message. Whoever is in this path, what is your suggestion or your core message? Whoever is in the spiritual journey of self-discovery, what's your message?
I have to be very mindful, because I know I've taken a lot of time of Hari's. This question, and we can go on for hours, but we'll try to keep it simple and short, masters, because spirituality can be made complicated to nth level. And that's the reason why people are running away from it, because it appears so complicated and out of practicality. So let me put in simple terms what it is, which is again coming from my heart. Spirituality is not about changing the world, the objects you're looking at. Spirituality is about accepting the objects, your physicality, but not getting sucked into them. It's about being detached and feeling at peace with whatever your mind and heart are doing. Don't try to control your mind and heart, because that is not your job. Your job is to feel at ease. When you are totally comfortable with everything that can come up from your mind and heart, they will stop creating any disturbances, masters. And that is when you will really feel what is spirituality, because you will be completely at peace. So the bottom line is, you have to be okay with your physical surroundings, plus your mind, plus your heart. Don't try to change your mind. Don't try to change your heart. Let them do whatever they are doing. But remember that they are the subject, you are the object. You are sitting at the center seat and you're watching around. As long as you can remember that you are in the center seat, you will never miss your path. And the entire spiritual path is only about letting go of yourself. Just let go. Don't hold or catch on to things so strong. Even spirituality. Oh, meditation. I can't do it. It is okay. Just let go, masters, and see how truly you can live your life with peace. So spirituality is about being at peace with yourself. And that letting go art is called surrender. Everywhere in books you will hear this word, surrender. People are pulling their hair asking, what is surrender? Surrender means not doing anything? No. Surrender means not getting affected by anything, but keep doing what you are doing. But to reach surrender, you have to remember these 4 pillars. I often tell my BYM people, remember these 4 pillars. You will never go wrong. Because if I tell you 100 things, you won't remember. But if I tell you 4 things, I'm sure you will remember. Awareness. Always live your life with awareness. Every minute, every second. Always be grateful to what you have got. Gratitude. Be full of forgiveness. Apologize whenever you have done mistake. Don't feel shy to apologize. And when you have to forgive generously. not for others, it is for your own sake. You can let go of things easily. If you practice these three, awareness, gratitude, and forgiveness, you will see that the life you are leading itself is a life of surrender. So that is the only message I want to give within the time we have.
No, that is really beautiful message, ma'am. I'm sure it is the ultimate. If we can really reach to that state of surrender, then outstanding. Feel like, it's short, but thing is, in the material time will run out, so we have to at some point end. So Kavita Roy, I'm not sure if you are around, but ma'am, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. It's always, joyful for me. I won't say like, gratitude and big words. I feel joyful speaking to you. I feel so close speaking to you. And then I miss you a lot as well, many times, because we all got busy with a lot of other work. I miss those days. It's like, the college
So sweet
days.
of you. So sweet of you, Hari. The feeling is mutual. And
yes. Thank you so much for being here today.
First of all, I have to thank you, Hari.
You're stuck. Internet is dropped rightly. I am not sure. This technical glitch is going to be short or long. I'll wait for a minute to make sure if she... I think, let me just give a quick... just a sec, let me see. Yeah. Join back, ma'am, I think. Madam should be back. Kavita, can you please make her co-host for a minute? To your team. I can see the ma'am, so can you please make her co-host for a second? Hello, ma'am. Yeah, that's you're on mute, I think. I'm glad that it happened right after the actual action finishes. So probably, ma'am, if it is data issue, that is okay for now. We won't trouble you much. If you're not back, thank you so much for giving this opportunity for all of us. And Kavita Roy, are you there? Yeah, I think madam is stuck again, so I'm sure it is internet issue. Unmute me. Yeah, can you please, can someone please unmute her?
Oh my God, it took me
yeah,
this
you're
long.
back.
People didn't unmute me. I was trying to unmute myself. I got stuck. So I had to come out of my laptop, Hari, because my net was unstable. So I'm back on my phone. Sorry for disconnected. I was just thanking you. But it gave me a good opportunity to be here with you all today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So thanks for great wisdom, and I'm really glad for all of us to be here. So with this, I'll hand it back to Kavita Roy and the Infinity team. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to host this session. And over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari. May I leave now?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Saroja ma'am. Thank you for this inspiring and inspiring session. your life is really a great leadership life. So everything, every points are really very much interesting and important for all of us. Please keep coming, and I would love to host you for English channel. So I'll connect you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
all.
you, Hari.
Thank you all, the
Thanks,
Soul
all.
Tribe and the organizing team and everyone. And thank you, Kavita. I really appreciate that. All right, guys, have a great Sunday. So we'll see you soon. Namaste.
Thanks.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hari, for this wonderful hosting. Thank you so much.
Thanks.